I just finishing up in my clinic for the week, and I've seen several people today who have just been absolutely devastated by their breakup. Totally heartbroken, very emotional. I had a male client today who was just as distressed as some of my female clients. So it's not a gender thing. It just really is one of the most difficult experiences to go through when you're grieving the loss of someone you really, really loved and that relationship you've been involved in for a long time. So I wanted to send you off for the weekend with a positive message that it does get better. That excruciating heartbreak that's all consuming, where you can't eat, you can't breathe, that sort of physical pain where it actually really feels like you've got pain shooting through your chest, that does dissipate with time. And time is a healer, but there are other things you can do too to speed it up, because it's all about where you are right now. If you're going through that intense grief, it's the beginning of that recovery process. It's natural to grieve the end of a relationship that meant so much to you. So what you're going through is totally normal. So please be reassured that it is really normal to be where you are right now. If you are going through one of those phases where you just want to stay in bed all day. And I've had clients recently as well who still feel like this, further down the line, or have felt better and then regress because maybe their partners hadn't got into a new relationship and suddenly it's hit them all over again. So the good news is that it does get better. You will be able to control it. I promise you, life goes on. Life gets better and better after a breakup. In fact, I did a podcast today with two amazing people. I won't spoil who they are because I'm going to put it out on my social media soon. But they are a couple, two great friends of mine. One of them, James, I've known since I was 10 years old. And we've all been through divorces, and those guys are happily married for the second time. And we were talking about divorce today on the podcast and how at the time it is gut-wrenching. And I know for those of you who are out there, I feel your pain. I know how painful it is. And if any of you have read my books, you'll know that I've been there. And you'll also know that I've come through it and I've come out the other side. So if I can do it, you can do it. There is a positive message, because sometimes when we're married, we get stuck in a rut, or when we're in a relationship for a long time, we kind of get stuck in a rut doing the same old thing day in, day out, and our daily routine stays the same. And whilst we're comfortable there, that doesn't mean that you can't be comfortable or even happier doing something else. So if it wasn't your choice, if this was forced upon you, if you found out because someone's betrayed you or hurt your feelings, damaged that bond you had with them, then yes, of course it's going to hurt. We're human, we feel, we care about people. That is a shock. It is a shock to the system, and it does take some effort to get through it. And so that grieving process you're going through, though, comes to an end. And that's really the message I wanted to give you, that it will. And I promise you, right now is the tough part if you're going through that, but it does get better, and you do start to climb the other side. If there's things you can do that will speed it up. So if you've read my books or you follow me on social media, then absolutely brilliant, because you'll get those free tips every day. Things like shifting your focus onto other things, getting out there, exercising, feeling better, moving your body, not repeating the sad story over and over again. I know it's tempting. I know we all want to share that and get cuddles from loved ones, and that kind of replaces some of the love that we've lost. But actually what it's doing is it's re-anchoring us to all those negative emotions again that we felt during that breakup, and takes us back to a negative place. So if you can try and limit the number of times you tell the story or talk about your ex, and try and replace it with something that's a bit more positive and makes you feel good. Obviously spend time with people that you love and make you feel good about yourself, that will support you and make you feel better. And there's lots of things you can do to speed up that process. Whilst time is a great healer, there are other things you can do just to power through it. And the good news is that you get to choose now. You get to redesign your life just the way you want it. So if you were stuck in a rut, if there were things that you didn't enjoy or you didn't like, it's time now to take a step back and use this as a positive golden opportunity, if you like, to redesign your life just the way you want it. And I know that might sound like a big ask for some of you right now, but for others of you that are starting to come out of that phase, that natural grieving phase where you really feel terrible, and I know how bad that feels. I've been there, guys, with a duvet over my head, eating massive bumper packs of crisps, which was my go-to, probably not yours, but it was definitely mine. I just think that, you know, I wanted to give you a bit of hope that it does come to an end. It does get better. You may look back on your ex and still have some feelings for them in the future, but it won't be that gut-wrenching pain that you've got now. I promise you it will dissipate, and your life, you can recreate it and go on and be even happier. And that's what I was talking about on the podcast today, about how we've all moved on and evolved since our marriages, our first marriages, and come so much further and are so much happier. And if we could give a message to ourselves, then this would be what it is, you know, that it does get better, it does get easier. You will laugh, you will smile, you will giggle, you will have love in your life. You know, you'll be able to have all those things again, that romance and that fun. It does happen, I promise. So, mwah, big hugs, big kisses to all of you who are going through that tough time. I'm here. Do follow me, ask me questions. Yeah, I'm here for you. So, mwah, big hugs, and enjoy your weekend.